Welcome back to the classroom, everyone. Today, we have a very different video. Actually, today has nothing to do with Grand Arena. Today, we're going to actually be talking a little bit about light side territory battles that is happening right now in game. And what I want to talk about is specifically the GAS and Ahsoka mission that we see in P2. It's one that people have actually gained a lot of ground on and knowledge of how to be able to beat it. That being said, the best that we've been able to come up with until now is about an 85% chance of success. And a lot of that comes out of Dooku either having daze on him after your first hit with gas or not. There's a 15% chance at least to resist, and that was what we were doing with a long time. However, both this TB and last TB, I've been able to get 4 out of 4 in this exact mission due to the way I mod gas. And I think a lot of that comes into play when you look at the 6D plus mods. I've been able to get a lot more stats than we were able to get before. So let's go ahead and look at this footage. I'm going to walk everyone through here a little bit, the footage and the strategy that I go with. I will be very transparent here. The base for this strategy is actually taken from Fatal. My mods are a little bit different, but Fatal is probably the best light side territory battles content creator, so I will definitely give him credit. This is where I've got a lot of the strategy from. I'll say it right up front, Ahsoka doesn't matter. She can die in P1, P2, P3, P4. Does not make a difference for how this team goes. I've had her die all the way through a different stage, and it's never impacted anything. You guys will see here, spoiler alert, she doesn't make it to P4, and she has nothing to do with the success of this mission. So starting off with the first one, it's pretty easy to see what's happening here. We go after the damage dealers first. We want to kill the B1s. Once we get the B1s down, everything is pretty much done for P1. I did try to time it right, kind of not really, so that Ahsoka would be standing alone when there weren't enough droids that were actually able to kill her. But even that's kind of whatever, because you can see here she dodged at least 2 times to be able to survive. But again, her surviving or dying changes nothing in this mission. One thing that is really important is you want to end each match with Gas's basic. That way he comes right into the second or third or fourth wave with his specials ready to go, being able to daze everyone, increase cooldowns, etc. So coming to P2 now, I go right for the damage dealers here. In this case in P2, it is the sniper droid. Go right for him, kick him in the face. Normally in LSTB, you kind of want to target the B2 battle droids because they're just such a crutch to buffs. But this team really doesn't use buffs that much, so I kind of leave it for later, kind of really try to focus down on the damage dealers. I'm going to go ahead and go after the commando droid now. And again, P1, 2, and 3, it's pretty simple how easy they are. I will get into mods quite a bit later about what specifically they are, but one of the key things that we went for here was just a massive amount of health and speed. I kind of ignored the other stats for the most part. We dipped a little bit into offense, but for the most part, we ignored tenacity and potency. A lot of people have tried to build different builds around those two, and I've tried them, I've experimented with them throughout LSTB, and they have never, ever brought me any success. We're in P3 right now. Same strategy as P2. Nothing really to report here. But yeah, I've tried tenacity before. I've tried to put 170% tenacity on my gas. He still gets dazed. It changed absolutely nothing. I've tried to put a lot of protection. That was probably the worst thing to do, actually. I've tried low speed because it gets turn meter from his in-between. Also just a terrible idea. So health, speed, and just a little bit of offense is really going to be key. You saw I dodged that last daze there. That really wouldn't have made a difference. That one droid doesn't have enough DPS to really do anything to gas. All right, so this is the big moment, guys. This is the big moment. We're coming into P4, and we're going to hit Droideka first. That way, if we don't daze Dooku, we only get countered once. All right, so we didn't daze Dooku. Everyone else got dazed. But we didn't daze him. And he takes us down to about half health. We're going to counter now. We don't get the bonus from the health steal. But because we have so much health, them with all their attacks, they just do not have enough DPS to be able to kill us. And what's going to happen here is eventually we're going to get them all low enough, and we're going to start getting kills on them. And when we get kills on them, we get bonus turns. When we get bonus turns, we drop the debuffs. And it really results in just kind of a chain reaction of being able to just destroy them. That's exactly what ends up happening here. Despite the fact that we got all the debuffs, that we didn't get daze, we had enough health to survive the first few turns, enough that we could kill someone. Once we could kill someone, we rode the turn meter train out, and it was an easy, not really, 4 out of 4. This is the second time I've done this. This is the second time I've been trying to use these mods. Like I said, I was trying to mimic a little bit what Fatal had done originally. And when I went to look at my mods, I didn't have the right mods to line up with what he was talking about. So I made some adjustments. And the big thing that I made adjustments on was I just jacked Gas up with health. He has all health primaries. I'll show you guys his full stats here. He has well over 100,000 and 114,000 health. Offense, I try to get a decent amount in there because you have to get the kills. I think I have almost 8,500. And then also really important speed. I have a health primary arrow along with a speed secondary, and I think that was huge. Almost pushing about 300 speed there. Absolutely love these mods. I think they were crucial. And you guys can see if you want to go back and pause the screen, I had a lot of like percent defense and percent health and percent offense on those mods that has come from being able to 6D, 6C, 6B, and 6A the mods. And ultimately, that's what gave me the stat boost. To be able to call this a 100% method, like this type of modding, followed by this strategy that originally comes from Fatal, I believe is just 100% foolproof. I've only tested it 2 times, so maybe there is some RNG where it can go wrong, but at the end of the day, my gas isn't even R8. So I imagine whatever RNG there is, R8 could push that out as well. That is going to be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the little different type of video, but until the next time, stay awesome.